no mod 1, and it was key as well. So fair play to him. Germany sticking to their strengths, and they look good, man. They look good, but it's again, it hasn't fallen their way. They're 4-0 down now. They're in a bit of a sticky situation. And Australia still have 2 potential DT picks if they want to get stuck into their meat and potatoes. Possibly even 3 mod 1. Monday Mania might be like adjacent to that. High speed mechanics. They have things to work with if they want to stick to that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm eyeing up that DT1. You know, we talk very much about the Australia seem to be banking on picks based on what they're previously playing. They're trying to follow that momentum through. We saw that with the switch from the Hard Rock 2 to the No Mod 5. You know, very much tapping heavy, focus on that map, and now it's an aim map. So my thought process is, well, maybe they want to bank onto something more aimy now because they're warmed up for it. They know they can do it. Can they follow it through?
Oh, they will. DT1.
They're going to go with home turf, bringing out the pendulum. Why not? Goes without saying. What an absolute banger this is. The Probox D&B special. AR 10.5, OD 10.4, bursty. Me for quite a long time. 5 minutes before DT. We're looking at about 3.5 minutes with DT. Yeah. I would not want to give Australia this map when they're 4 points up. This is exactly what many of their players would want.
Absolutely. Good variety of aim and burst patterns mixed into this map. Plus the overall high requirement works so well for them. And again, like I said before, they're warmed up on this. They're very aim focused right now. And they're going to build off that momentum. Definitely looking for Secret Box and Emmerich to fill out those last 2 slots. Just adjusting to the approach rate most likely before they hop in. Germany probably trying to do the same thing.
Trying to squeeze in so that high AR warm-up. Get your settings going. Choose to do so before you get into there. It's pretty key. AR 10.3, of course, is comfortable really for the most part for players like this, but 10.5 can still take a little bit of adjustment. You might need a touch of warm-up, lest you get some early misses. I mean, the very start of this map is pretty slow, so you can kind of get that adjustment right at the start, before the map really kicks in a little bit after the intro. But you really don't leave anything to chance, do you?
No, I completely agree. Definitely not something you want to leave to just pure chance. And again, looking at these rosters, it's going to be that same standard lineup for Germany. Australia banking in a lot more with their roster changes, bringing in the DT man himself, AKNZX. We've seen what he's done on these higher BPMs, and back to try and pull another point for Australia in this matchup.
This one is an Australian staple, I think, and that in turn makes this map very, very scary here for Germany. Backs against the wall, only being pushed deeper into the bricks here. One of these players will close it out, and whether or not Germany are able to keep up with Australia, because Australia have multiple of the best DT1 players on the planet. Emrach, Atkins, Superbox, and Zintex for Australia. Okinomo, Tim Kakner, Whitecat, and Flay here for Germany. Already a lot of opening misses with some of these bursts here. Important note that one thing that does make this map unique from most DT1s is that the aim on these bursts are a lot higher than normally you would expect. Most of the time they're stacked, if not slightly movement heavy, but this one is quite rapid and quite spaced compared to what you usually would have. And it has led to a lot of early misses here. Tim Kakner, Whitecat, Zintex, Superbox, Atkins, all missing here past this intro point of the map. Left Emrach and Okinomo in a 1v1 with the full combos. We are still very early into this. A lot of these bursts quite reminiscent of United to a certain degree. I think that's one similarity that you can have, that some of these aim patterns can really trip you up, and it's another miss there from Atkins for Australia. Zentek's running the misses too. The recoveries here from Australia outside of Emmerich are struggling quite a bit here, as Germany are starting to build a bit here. Okinawa's full combo keeps up with Emmerich. Tim Cagnon, Whitecat, and Flay all building a secret box to recover, to join Emmerich here. But a lot of misses still secured, as Tim Cagnon misses, Flay misses as well. And now it's even grounds here with the combo game.
Yeah, keep your eyes on that top row. Emmerich versus Okinawa's the battle you want to be watching, because that is what's keeping the score so incredibly close. You've got sporting combos on the bottom row as well. Secret Box versus Whitecat going on there as well. Those are the players to watch at the moment, because it is still continuing to build in Australia's favour with slight combo advantage. But Okinawa drops the full combo.
Huge misses here for Germany. Okinawa must be kicking himself at that one, as the break is shown. He sees that one man managed to just win the race against him, and all eyes are on Emmerich, but he misses on the stream, so it is still even. But 161,000 score in favour of Australia is a tough gain, a tough lead to overtake here. And all you have is Whitecat's 1,000 combo plus. Australia don't have anything. It's a full collapse from Australia. Zentek misses as well. Plays back in combo is huge. Is there enough time for Germany to potentially flip this? Emmerich misses again.
It's coming down.
No way.
It's falling. Australia's perfect streak in this match. It's falling. It's collapsing away from them. And there's nothing they can do. They're holding strong. They're gonna flip this. They're gonna get on the board on an Australia DT1 pick.
Something that I don't think anyone really expected. But Whitecat pulls back his 2019 legend. Those who remember Whitecat when he was #1 in the world, people could not even dare to imagine what someone could contest Whitecat on. And DT1 was one of those very big skill sets. And Whitecat brings that back now to take down Australia, to take down Emmerich, to take down Atkins on a map like this. What a surprise victory here from Germany. Not only with Whitecat's incredible score of 890k, but Flay as well on that recovery. Okinawa holding up, keeping Emmerich in contention for such a long time before he missed. That is an incredible breakpoint there from Germany. But it's their turn now to switch that momentum. It needs to be now, because Australia are still 3 points up and 2 away from securing match point.
Got respect on this guy's name. What a play from Whitecat. And that was the perfect map to steal. I would have almost put that on, with the exception of maybe that No Mod 5, which I think was probably Australia's strongest pick. That was their second strongest pick, and it's gone to Germany. That's exactly what they needed to get something back in this game. It's a foothold. They're still behind, but that's a huge power pick that Australia don't have no more.
It was, and it wasn't even an accuracy game. I mean, Germany were losing heavily on accuracy. They were not holding that for the majority, but the combos from Whitecat, Okinawa, and Flair really doing so much work for them that it just converted. And yeah, a bit of an underperformance from Australia. We know how dangerous they could be. They're kicking themselves right now. That was an easy 3-0 team score. I can already imagine what they're saying.
There was room to do better on that, but I mean, on the day, sometimes it just doesn't fall your way. Didn't fall their way that time, but it fell the way of Germany, and that's just how aim picks work sometimes, right? For Germany, though, they've been sticking with mechanics. Are they going to stick with it here? I mean, they just won DT1. I mean, why not? They still have 3 mod 1 open if they want to go that route. Maybe hard rock 1. Oh, yeah, no mod 6. Where's that? Where's my AR5 no mod, guys? No mod 4. Is that where we're going? I think it might be. Data Eraser. The original hardcore banger by Lusumi. We've seen it a couple times. It's no mod 4, but on steroids. 200 BPM, high speed, slider tech, 1-4 burst control, all over the shop.
Yes, absolutely brutal. 7.4, 200 BPM. One of the shorter maps, actually, that we're going to be seeing throughout this pool. 2 minutes 14th in length. but it does not disappoint. It doesn't let up from beginning to end. So you are really banking on those heavy preferred tech players for both sides.
So I guess here's that pivot from mechanics into something more control heavy. We did see Australia they played it yesterday. They actually beat Germany's score. 2.2 million they got. Germany got 2.1. Nothing really in that. You know, on the day you can gain 100k, you can gain or lose like 100k, 200k. So this could still go either way. I do think Germany going into this is brave. I like the choice. I like the choice of going into something control heavy. Australia on pure no mod tech is solid. Sayo is in. He's already had a very good score on the no mod 1. So he's going to be up in spirits at the moment. See what the rest of the team looks like.
Yeah, banking on strong performances. And again, it's one of those situations you look at yesterday and you see overall better accuracies coming out of the side of Australia. But we saw with that previous map, Germany's not going to be thinking about that. They're going to be thinking in terms of pure combo, in terms of pure volatility. This map could work for them. And I think that's what they need. If they can bank off that, build up that momentum, and get a second point on the board, it'll do masses for their confidence and put a bit of doubt in the minds of Australia here.
Yeah, especially with this change in style as well. If they win this, it opens up a lot of good picks for Germany. So quite a lot riding on this particular choice, I think.
Yeah, this is a very important high-stakes map here for Germany. Although you look at the head-to-heads from yesterday, Australia were the ones to take it by about 128,000. But it's time for Germany to really prove their worth on a map like this. Show their versatility enough to show their fangs against Australia and try and bring some momentum back after a miraculous run on the DT1. This might be a hard map to cast, guys, because not going to lie, I'm headbanging pretty hard to this song right now. But we'll have to keep it going anyway. Like you said, O's original by Lucimi. Mapped by both Hee and Funny. Nice combination there, handsome and funny joining for this one. And this one holds no bars. The slide attack in this is messed up, and you can already see it here. A lot of misses coming from multiple players here. 3 early misses from Australia, with the Secret Box also joining in for the most recent. But Germany get the trades here. Tim Clacker and Yari both missing. Whitecap missing a good while ago. It's Krilla and Emrek to hold on to the combos. But Krilla misses! That's a giant breaking down there from Germany. One of the strongest tech players in the planet right now for the tournament scene is gone here for Germany. Emrek still holds. 97 act here. Solid considering how brutal this map really is. But Emrek, a jack of all trades, feels like he can play just about anything. And he is keeping that line far ahead here for Australia. Sayo and Zinders on their recoveries as well. Enough to get in the lead by just a small margin.
Yeah, but he's up against heavy resistance at the moment. He's got good combo. It's now starting to build with another miss coming out from Yarv. But accuracy-wise, it's still Germany favoured, so it's still quite dangerous. Heavy reliance on combo at the moment, especially from Whitecat. Tim Kackner and Sayo are going to be trading things up. We're about to head into the wubs. The heavy wubs. Let's see who gets through. Emrek goes down, though.
This is on one of those space bursts. Those triples into the next KI time. You've got Whitecat on that recovery. Is there enough time? Is there enough damage? Asukaboss and Xingtos are able to contest Whitecap with their recoveries collectively here. Tim Kagner misses. Yari with 200 combo. Whitecat's down on the big sliders. The second KI time is so messed up, but Australia have the backs of Amrag, even after missing this full combo. The sliders are simply too much for Germany, as they all are crumbling to pieces. Australia leading that head so far forward now. Asuka Fox may go down, but Zintax has his back. Not enough time for Germany to fight with as it starts to gain a lead. So daunting. 415,000 for Australia. They get a very one-sided breakpoint on this No Mod 4.
Australia not budging an inch. They're saying you can take our DT1, but you'll never take our maps afterwards, because that is just a clean shutdown from them. Emrek holding it in the early game, building up nice combo. No one could battle them then, and Zintex later on, no one could battle them afterwards. Incredible stuff from Australia here.
A nice slider break, nice 98%, nice 97% as well on Zintex and Krilla. Another great score there from Krilla on tech. Whitecap pretty close as well. Some of the accuracies in this lobby for this map are crazy, by the way. But combo is king, and Australia had it. They've stolen a tech pick away, and yeah, the no more tech not working out too well there. Germany rolling a bit lower than yesterday, but that's the nature of a map like that, I suppose. Hard Rock 2 quickly picked here from Australia.
Yeah, the thing that is becoming abundantly clear throughout this matchup is nothing is guaranteed at this stage of the tournament. And now, for Australia, it's looking like they're on a steamroll once again. They're going to be going into a precision-focused flow map. And this has got all of the makings of an excellent performance.
Yeah, precision Hard Rock, breaking out those Hard Rock players again who have they've been eating good so far on both sides. Of course, this one being more on that precision side. It's a bit of a different kettle of fish. I do rate the specialists on Germany, though, to do well on a map like this. Pure flow aim, more about the control on that precision as well. But with small CS, it's a map that can bring out your nerves. It's the classic. Small CS can bring out those shakes. Australia have the insurance to maybe not relax, but certainly keep their cool a bit better. Yeah, with this map though, really the second half you need to watch out for, because it steps up quite a lot once you get into the second half of that map, and some of the patterns in the final chorus are ridiculous. Chain misses all over the shop, and we've seen teams just die to it quite a bit when it's been picked. So depending on how the combos look going into that second half, we could have a bit of a feast of chain misses on our hands.
Yeah, this was the map that brought down the monolith that was the United States yesterday. And it could be something that Australia are going to bank on to try and put Germany in a last-ditch position. But Germany have opted for the timeout, so they will get some extra time to readjust. And I think it's needed for a nerve control focused area like this. You definitely want the time to relax, allow your players to adjust to the map and not feel the nerves that it's going to bring in, because this is a real do or die position for Germany. They're going to want to strategize and rethink their game plan, because like Shiva said, the tech didn't work out for them, and now they're having to look to other areas for their next map pick, but also to relax themselves. They need this.
Yeah, there's no harm in taking just a minute just to try and reset yourselves, get your head back into it, because that's so important. But also give you a chance to get to warm up a little bit on the precision. Don't hurt too. It's interesting though, because Australia did ban this yesterday, I believe, which may say a lot. But even then, I still think Australia should be decent on this. I think it may have been more because they were playing into Russia, whose Hard Rock roster is like second to none. That might have been more about it. FreeMod 3 as well was banned. That was the anti-mod, but they did ban this last time. I think Germany can equally abuse Australia on this sort of pick. But I suppose they don't want to go into it, they don't want to rush it. So they don't want to rush it, because control and execution is so critical. You don't want to be tilting going into a map like this.
Yeah, it's definitely a much late game map than it is in the early game. Not something you really want to bank on as a pick, something you want to rely on later on. But yeah, such volatility with this map again. One time you could be running a very high combo and high score, and then the next it could all just fall apart, chain missing on a flow style map like this. It's brutal.
I suppose the creme of comfort here really is, if Germany steal this, it potentially opens up the FreeMod 3, the anti-mod, as a potential pick. After this one, if we get to Australia's next pick, depending on how these ones go, they don't really have any pure speed left. They do have some aim, but that's pretty contested. Australia don't have many clear-cut picks left if this doesn't work. And if Germany can stay in the game by then, it can get a bit chaotic if Germany keep their wits about them. So even though it's 5-1 up here for Australia, they're not out of the woods yet. And if they lose this, it's still quite volatile, I would say. It's still pretty precarious almost for Australia. But no doubt, picking this when they have that insurance to be like, hey, if this doesn't work, we've still got a chance. It's probably a good shout when you need to keep your wits about you.
Here we are. We're into this Hard Rock 2. You guys have said it a lot. This map is it's a very unforgiving map. A lot of nerve control, as you guys mentioned. Another thing as well is just that there are some patterns in this map that are just designed to just make you suffer sometimes, you know? Some of these super space sections there, like that square there that you just saw, already some early misses there from a Secret Boss and Emrek. But this map just hits you with jump scares of space flowing sections and really difficult aim control with this precision slapped on top. It is just a brutal, brutal map. Already, look at those big streams there, tripping out Whitecat and Zyfrost. It's going to be a continuing pattern here where some of these disgusting hits of the patterns are just going to lead to some pretty scary misses. And it's looking like it's all over the place at this point here. Asuka Box and Atkins also missing. But Australia do have their lead by a good margin here with Zintax and Emrek holding on to good combos. That might be a full combo still intact there for Zintax as well to contest Krilla on the side of Germany.
It's big chains that have come in for Germany from Zyfrost and Whitecat early game. Aiken ZX is going to go. Zyfrost's going to find another reset, though.
Zintax
down. Secret Box is down. Okay. So now we're looking at a Krilla versus Emrek battle, but Emrek's still falling behind from the early misses in the game. Tim Kettner and Zyfrost, though, are going to be dropping supporting combo. There goes Krilla as well!
Oh, that's the big miss down there for Germany. All you have left is Whitecat into the break. Germany see it. Germany look at Emrek's combo. I guess that's all they can prey on at this point. Emrek looking at this, saying to Germany, where is your god now? Not much left here for Germany to fight off with, but Whitecat does have a combo left. His accuracy, though, is so low. And honestly, who can blame him? This map is messed up. We saw some chain misses from him earlier on some of the space streams. I think it's difficult for anyone to keep up with a score with Whitecats, but he's still got something left in the tank here. Is it enough to contest Emrek? It's not! He's fallen, and so did the rest of Germany. Australia's recoveries are intact, but all that's left standing, the only one who can take the fire that this map throws at you, it is Emrek. Like we said, Emrek stares down to the eyes of Germany and says, where is your god now? As he is hitting all of these flowing sections, he's finally down, but it's more than enough damage. Germany have nothing to fight with. Krilla only has a meager 200 combo, and even then he's down. And with that coming through, the hopes of Germany potentially getting a breakpoint on precision, a skill set that we would consider one of the staples, is not enough. Australia will take it, and they are one map away from securing themselves top 3 at the Ost World Cup 2024. Only one more map, gentlemen.
Dude, that ending is absurd. Emrek, what was he doing there? He gets a 1 miss through that ending. Truly insane stuff here, but Emrek kind of does the impossible, doesn't he? We've almost come to expect it from him. Wow. Like, one score in this room is not like the others, people.
It really isn't. There is one score that stands above the rest. And you know who it is. You've come to expect it at this point, but even when you know it's coming, it still shocks you like it's the first time you're seeing it. And I think that really speaks to how this match appears to be going. Every map appears shocking, and it shouldn't be, really. I mean, Australia have transformed themselves over the past few years in terms of performance and improvement in the World Cup. And, you know, now they're seeing those fruits come to fruition. And it's amazing to see what they can do now.
Well, Germany have the next pick. They have 1 pick. If they can make this work and keep their heads above water, but at 6-1, Germany have... Well, they have hidden 1 open. They have a free mod 1 open if they want to go into more aim. Can you guys pick hidden 2? Yeah, we haven't seen the Yoke Spy map. Hey, yeah, I'm cool with it. Listen to this guy. This guy is saying facts right now. JGLF knows what's up.
Aww.
Oh, 3 mod 1. Oh, come on.
Oh, buzzkill Tim Cackner, aren't you? God.
God, I mean, okay, fair enough.
Back
I mean,
to the
this is
bench.
much more of a German pick than that.
It is, yeah, very much more focused on density and aim heavily throughout this map. It's almost littered with it, you could say. And 230 BPM as well. Very comfortable for these sorts of players, but again, it's the mod players that are really going to stand out on this one.
Yeah, the AR9 with that high mechanics requirement means the hidden players have to deal with some pretty serious density on the linear aim and big squares and streams as well in this. Hard Rock players got to deal with near 8-star mechanics with the linear aim. Even no mod, you have that high density. But yeah, naturally, the mod players are going to be the ones doing the heavy lifting on the difficulty. But certainly no slouch on, on the density side of this map, even for the no mod players.
Yeah, they definitely will. And it's one of those maps where you do wonder whether you'll see an overmod on, because in terms of comfort, a lot of players I think would prefer to slap a Hard Rock on this. Yeah, it's near 8 stars, but in terms of, at this stage, you are looking for what makes you most comfortable to perform. And this density aim can trip you up. We haven't seen it yet, though. Most teams opting for the traditional 1 Hard Rock, 1 hidden on a map like this, so I'd be very surprised to see anything off the norm.
I reckon, yeah, unless you are absolutely crazy or you're Rectagon, you're going to pick Hard Rock on this for comfort reasons. I reckon it's going to be pretty safe, I think, in terms of the mod picks. That's looking like a slightly different lineup for Germany that played this yesterday. Fle took the Hard Rock last time, but not this time. It's Tim Cackner, who may also be taking the Hard Rock in his stead. For Australia, it's looking like it's a bit different for them as well, actually, I think. Oh, never mind. I tell a lie. This is the same roster as Germany. I can't read. Australia haven't played this yet. So this is new territory for them. The same squad for Germany. My bad.
It is time here. Germany, backs against the wall, further in than ever. And this time it's another one of the aim picks that we have seen Germany very capable of winning on. We saw them just barely miss out on a win on that no mod 1. We saw them triumph over Australia on a DT1 that we did not expect. Magic needs to be a light here for Germany. They are 1 map away from falling and missing out on top 3 at the US World Cup at the hands of Australia. Tim Cackner with the Hard Rock, Okinama with the hidden here for Germany. Krilla and Whitecat on the no mods, with a Secret Box and O-Slash joining in with the mods for Australia, with Amrek and Zintex on the no mods. It's a very nice mirror in the mod save, which is quite satisfying for if you're a viewer. But regardless, into the map here. Like we said, this map has some brutal wide angle jumps. If you are not prepared for them, you will get absolutely destroyed. But thankfully so, it's not been too dire so far. We haven't gotten to too difficult of a section just yet, but it is a trade from Okinama from Zintax here. And so it's even grounds with the combo for Germany to have a slight lead.
Yeah, it is. Still in their favor. It's what you want to see if you're a Germany fan. But there's still so much time left in this map. It is another 4-minute gauntlet. And so much could go wrong so quickly on this. Everyone holding their mettle so far until Okinamo.
That miss from Okinamo, quite big. But it is traded by a Secret Box there on the Hard Rock. Expected, right? But so many consistent patterns, you don't really know exactly when someone's going to slip. But Zintex also loses out of this recovery here for Australia. Okinama might be suffering here on the hidden, but the rest of Germany have got his back here. Tim Cackner in particular, still holding his line. This is a really brutal map with Hard Rock applied, but Tim Cackner, one of the precision specialists here for Germany, let alone a name Maestro, keeping his combo intact here, letting Krilla and Whitecat still stay comfortable. Another miss there from a Secret Box. Emrek and O-Slash left on their own. Great accuracies from everybody here throughout the lobby. But Germany are slowly starting to gain their lead with 3 FCs to 2.
It's looking good for Germany. Into the second half we go. O/Slash gonna go down. Emmerich now the sole survivor for Australia. But he is up against unbelievable, overwhelming power from Germany.
This is disgusting. Germany, as a 3-person core, they are just shredding this map right now. Okinamo might be the one tanking the hidden right now, but everybody else is destroying on this. Finally, a misstep from Germany on one of the full combos in Krilla. But his accuracy is so astronomically high that it really isn't going to make a massive impact. The combo advantage is still hugely in favor of Germany here. It isn't as one-sided as maybe we would have hoped, considering the combos we see purely off of the back of, unfortunately, Okinama not really able to get his foot off the starting point on this map. But who can blame him? These jumps are so messed up here, and Tim Kakner is holding the fort with the Hard Rock, and Whitecat as well, contesting Emrech's no-mod score. O/Slash misses again. But it just seems like Australia's recoveries have nothing to fight with, nothing to speak of, as Whitecat and Tim Kakner, a dynamic duo here for Germany. They will keep pushing, and with the final miss coming through from Emmerich, there's only so much the number one player in the world can do sometimes. And that's a difficult statement to say when it comes to Emmerich. But even so, Tim Kakner and Whitecat are absolutely annihilating this map. And Tim Kakner might be setting one of the best scores of the week here as we get towards the ending. His accuracy still incredible. Over contesting a player to the likes of a secret box and overshadowing a map like this. It is such a rare sight to see, but the beauty is there. The potential is there. Does Tim Kakner hold this out? Whitecat's full combo is shut down. It is only the Hard Rock of Tim Kakner with the full combo left intact. Is this going to happen, Dimash? Is it going to happen?
We're slowly
ticking. The spikes are getting increased. The jumps are ramping up.
Is he going to hit this ending? Oh my god.
It's done! Full combo for Tim Kakner on the Hard Rock. This is, I think, without a doubt, one of the best scores of the week, if not of the tournament. 99.01. 4 minutes of some of the most brutal wide-angle jumps you could expect. But it means nothing for the AIM Hard Rock Maestro of Germany.
That is incredible. Head and shoulders above the pack. Tim Kakner, take a bow. 99% accuracy with Hard Rock on that at nearly 8 stars. Absolutely disgusting behavior, and I'm here for it.
Well, what you need is a statement to keep yourself back in this game. They're still under the cosh, but that win's got to feel good for Germany. That has got to feel good. And Tim Kakner must be on cloud 9 after banking that. Free mod 4 is the choice from Australia. More aim. I don't think Germany will mind playing more aim. It's speedy aim though, so it's a bit more in Australia's ballpark. But still very contestable either way, I think, this.
Very much so. Again, we're talking very big CS though, so hidden players not going to be enjoying this one that much. Very incredibly dense stuff, even more so than the hidden one. Oh, sorry, the free mod one. So, Hard Rock players definitely favored on this one in terms of pure comfort, because even the no mod is going to feel incredibly overwhelming with how big this CS is. It's 2.6 no modification. That's insane.
That's big. I like big circles and I cannot lie, but it can be disorienting to read, especially because this being AR 9.5 plus, you know, over 250 BPM, there is a density element. There is a reading element. And especially on hidden, that can become a problem with the wiggling aim patterns in this, some of the bursts being kind of awkward. The like linear aim into sudden screen jumps, basically, can be kind of dicey on this AR at this speed. It is the sort of map where overmodding is actually more realistic. Like, seeing more than one Hard Rock is not out of the realm of possibility here for either of these teams. Just for the sake of reading, and CS still being above, like, CS4, I think, with Hard Rock. So it's still bigger than normal. We'll see if anyone does that.
Yeah, hidden Hard Rock potential as well, just in terms of pure comfort, to reduce down on the density is also an option. We will see who is feeling super comfortable on this. But again, in terms of the pure skill set itself, it's all aim, and you've got to watch out for those spike sections as well. Could be some critical misses coming in those sections, especially in the latter half of the map. It's not long, this one, compared to Free Mod 1. Much shorter, much more dense.
There is an overmod. 2 Hard Rocks on Australia. Zintex and Sayo. Sayo's actually swapping in for, I believe, Atkins. Atkins played this last time, but Sayo's playing it this time.
Here we are. A big reinvigoration of hope here for Germany. But this one is a very different kind of map. Granted, the aim is still present, but there is a lot more alt linear aim in this one. A lot of rapid bursts, and a lot of absurdly high jump spikes, just like that one there. You're going to be seeing that quite a bit often. And this time, contrary to what we saw last map, first blood drop in the lobby is going to be from Tim Kackner of Germany. And it's going to be Whitecat to join suit. Sayo gets the trade here with the Hard Rock here from Australia. But it's a 3 versus 2 combo advantage here in favor of the Australians in the first quarter of the map.
Yeah, very much working in the favor of the overmod right now for them. They've still got those 2 full up. Doing well out of the 3. And like I said, we're rapidly progressing through this map. Much shorter, but all the skill still required. And it's looking good. Okinamo, though, going down for Germany.
That's a rough one there for Germany. Okinama's hidden ability is one that can't be tested, but unfortunately this time it is down again. And Australia do have a really strong set of combos to just contest. Hold on a second. What was that double miss there? Emmerich and Sayo both miss. These slow sliders have hit them really hard. Krill and Whitecat's recoveries are high enough. Zintex misses as well.
Oh
it's a complete collapse from Australia. And now look, it's suddenly flipping in favor of Germany. Kriller holds the line. Whitecat holds the line with his recovery. And this has gone from what was originally so one-sided to now making the double Hard Rock overmod for Australia tenuous, but Kriller misses. Full combo down, but Whitecat still has that leading combo, completely uncontested. 2 recoveries from Germany, enough contest 2 of Australia. It's only Kriller that's contested by somebody else. Whitecat's combo is very, very important here for Germany.
I've got to be careful. They've got to be so careful here. If they drop those supporting combos, there's still enough combo on the side of Australia to shut out Whitecat here. They're not in the clear right to the end of this map.
Sayo, another miss from him. Whitecat misses! Down he goes. Anticipation is received. But it's still 115,000. Do the recoveries from Germany save the line? There's only so little time left. Syntax Emmerich do have 2 solid combos to go through with these giant sliders down, but it's not going to be enough. Germany still fight, even when their backs are deepest against the wall. Even when Australia are pushing their nerves to the absolute limit, Germany still battle. The fire is still alight as they get another win, and this time it's a breakpoint against Australia once again. DT won beforehand, and now no free mod 4. Germany have an opportunity to make this 4-point up. Can they keep that fire alight? Because now it's looking bright.
Germany dangling over a cliff's edge, but they've got a firm grip over what's left. 3 points heading their way so far. They've still got to find a few more before we talk about the final map, but with 2 of their picks in hand, where are they going to go? Because these picks are starting to run few and far between at this stage.
Yeah, there's not a lot left now. The comfort picks are starting to be exhausted. I mean, there's Hard Rock 1, which I think Australia might be looking at, but Germany might be looking at as well with their Hard Rock team, the way they've been playing. But apart from that, you're looking at some left field business. The hidden pool's all open. Neither of these 2 teams want to get stuck in there, but I think they're going to have to at some point. That No Mod 2, the awkward flow aim pick, is also open. I don't know if Germany want to pick into that, tell you the truth. I ain't sure about that, Chief, because Australia did pretty well on that yesterday. But there's not a lot of comfort picks left. They got to pick something from Plan B or even Plan C at this point. but Hard Rock 1, if you want to stick to mechanics, is probably the closest shout. And that's where they're going.
Hard Rock 1. Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Going back to roots.
I see what you did there, Danny. I see what
Thank you
did
very
there.
much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, take your bow. Take your bow.
I wrote that one at the beginning. I was like, oh, I'm waiting for this one to come up. I'm waiting for this one. Got it in there. Thank you very much.
Well, certainly brings Krilla back to his hard rock player roots. Certainly brings Germany back to home soil because they do love their hard rock, and their hard rock players have been doing pretty well today. I imagine we'll see Tim Kackner back in. Probably see Flair in as well. Look at the scores. How did this go yesterday for these two? Germany didn't play this. Australia did. They got nearly 3 million on this, which is an absurd score, by the way. So Australia, if they can recreate that, they're going to have a good chance, I think. But Germany have been doing well on the pure aim today. They stole 2 high-speed aim picks already. This is in that ballpark. They have, I wouldn't say they've owned this skill set today, but they've certainly looked like the stronger high-speed aim team.
Completely agree, but I still just can't shake the feeling that Australia could perform like they did on that Hard Rock 3. We all saw it at the start of the map. Absolutely shut down Germany on the Hard Rock, and it does leave me wondering whether this was their best option. But it's too late now.
Yeah. To be fair, that Hard Rock 2, that precision pick, it's a very different pick to this. That one's more about the control and the precision, and yeah, Emmerich decided to choose violence on that map, really. This one's going to be much more of a team effort, I think. You've got less chance of just dying to huge chain misses on this. It's much more straightforward in that regard, so it's going to be more down to, I guess, consistency and just Hard Rock ability, which these two have in spades, so... I do think it's the best pick for Germany, considering them playing to their strengths, and this is probably the closest thing to their strengths that they have left. The problem is Australia have already done really well on this map. They'll hope to do it again. We'll see if they mind game themselves and low roll, but Germany are certainly going to have to do well on this to steal it.
Yeah, as we enter those double digits of maps now, you really start to run out of things to kind of bank on as a team, and it does come down to pure team performance at the end of the day. Let's see what Germany have still got in the tank.
Here we are. There's one sign of hope that we have for Germany on a map like this. One, it's their pick, and two, we do not have any statistics on how well Germany have done in match for this. And if there's any skill set that Germany we know are really good on, it's aim and it's Hard Rock. Even if Australia have such a daunting score ahead of them from yesterday, there is always a possibility. This map particularly, very aim intensive, but has a lot of really long chain jumps, which is the main callback to this map, the main thing that makes this unique from the rest. Especially towards the later stages, towards the more difficult parts, you're going to be seeing a very long chain section where there are just non-stop constant jumps. Linears into snaps, snaps into linears. Sudden sparks of difficulty that can hit you immensely hard. Early misses from Flay, a secret box, traded from both sides. It's still 39,000 in favor of Australia and gaining slightly off the recovery from a super box.
Yeah, they're continuing to show early game dominance as they have throughout this matchup.
Here we are. Big section coming up now. The ramp up is intense. This will not stop for a good while. This is the core point of this map. This is the most important part. If anybody can hold on to this, it could be an essential make or break for both sides. It is ramping up slowly. The jumps are increasing. No combos are fallen just yet. Down goes Atkins, traded by Flay. Germany favored here in the trade, as a full combo from Australia is taken down.
Wow.
Traded by the recovery. Is there enough here? It's still building. The jumps are still increasing. It's still going up. Germany have not missed their 3 full combos just yet. It's just Atkins, it's just Syntax and Emmerich. And everyone is still hitting them. Everyone is still going. Is there enough? Doubles into the slow bit. Spike soon to be. Whitecap falls. And Australia now have a big combo to these, but but it is traded by Single Box. Team Kakner as well. Any trades from Australia? No. Krilla still has the combo going. Syntax and Emrek still hold the fort. And it gets more and more dire for Germany as it's Krilla left on his own. The superstar carry for Germany. Unfortunately, could only do so much.
Down, but not out. Still got to get through this final section. Whitecat going to be the first one to trip up. Looking for Syntax and Emrak maybe to find a trade. It's AkenZX who goes instead, but Krilla has gone.
That is it. Krilla has fallen. And with that, the hopes of Germany to continue this match. Krilla is one of the most legendary players of all time for Germany in 2022. Made ginormous waves, let alone in the last 2 years. And even through leading a Germany that had so much potential, they've reached a limit that I think they can be proud of. Putting up a fight against Australia, taking down the UK, securing themselves top 4 once again, not letting that streak fall ever since 2018. It does not go even now against such incredible competition. Germany may fall, but it is regardless a great performance from them, still keeping the world in terms knowing how strong this team can be. But it doesn't change the fact that Australia still maintain their great form and in turn secure top 3 at the Yost World Cup and will be facing the United States for an opportunity to face South Korea in the grand finals next weekend.
You want to talk about streaks, by the way? Germany versus Australia. They've played 6 times before. This is their 7th matchup. Germany have won all 6. That ends today. It's Australia's first win against Germany in 7 matches. And what a way to do it. That team score was ridiculous on that. The double FC, Zintex and Emrek. Crazy stuff. The top 3 again, and well deserved.
Absolutely. And commiserations once again to Germany to come so far in the World Cup and just miss out on the grand final stage once again. Oh, it's tragic, but it always has to be someone. I couldn't have gone to a nicer team, but that is how it's going to sit. Australia make the final slot into top 3 of the World Cup. Wow, I mean, so much to discuss, but we just don't have the time. Closing thoughts from everybody.
Great fight back there from Australia. From Germany. And they were under the cosh for quite a lot of that. And they found energy to fight back. And that score they did in that last map was pretty good. They just got completely outplayed by a ridiculous score. They kept the fight up until the end. Of course, Germany are always going to do that, though. At this level, they are formidable. And top 4 in this tournament is crazy. It's actually higher than their seeding. So they can't knock that. But nonetheless, Australia, these guys have the skill cap, and in the next pool they have to deal with, they're going to have to use every single ounce of that. I don't think the USA are going to be sleeping too easy knowing that these guys are their opponents next week.
Yeah, you have to fear Australia no matter what. I think this team, you know, we like to consider this team the band of brothers, right? Last year, a new generation coming through for Australia, they managed to really defy a lot of expectations that everyone had for them initially, and proving themselves to be a roster capable of really being the next candidate to break the equilibrium that's been the United States and South Korea for a very long time now. And with that, you know, the number 2 seed, but fighting through so many difficult opponents, now have a chance to take down USA in the losers grand finals to face South Korea in the grand finals there. And with the ceiling that Australia have, with the fire that this team has, there is potential there. There really is. So we're going to have to wait and see for what goes down then in the next week. Ladies and gentlemen, some quick announcements to make first and foremost. Before we say, I'm sure some things we have to say quickly, but first and foremost, important note is that the map pool showcase for the grand finals will be at 17 UTC today. So it won't be too long until you guys are going to be able to see what the Michelin star chefs that of the US World Cup have to offer for you, I can assure you, you will not be disappointed. I've heard enough hype from the guys themselves. They've been really, really proud of this week's Grand Finals ball, especially with the Grand Finals tiebreaker. So I hope you guys will be showing up for that one. On top of that as well, don't forget, I'll remind you once again, 17 UTC for the Grand Finals Map Pool Showcase. And one more thing as well, guys. Eat banners. If you liked what you saw today, if you enjoyed the matchups that you saw, if you are starting to really gain a passion for some of the teams you've seen here at the OS World Cup, you can rep that support in style by going to the OS store and copying yourself an OS World Cup supporters banner. You can either go for a team that is still playing the OS World Cup, i.e. the top 3 that we have now, or even a team that has been knocked out that you still want to show your love to now to this day. Go get your banners, ladies and gentlemen, and who knows, if you do go for one of the top 3 that we have now, if they end up winning it all, you might have a nice shiny banner up until the next World Cup coming up soon. So go get your banners, ladies and gentlemen. It contributes to the prize pool. It contributes to our incredible players and our incredible team here at the OS World Cup. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, is there anything else you need to say? Because I think I'm happy with what I've said so far.
No, I think you've hit the nail on the head there, Sheba. Thank you, gentlemen, so much for joining me. It's always a pleasure to cast alongside the pair of you. And I'm sure we have many more exciting moments to come. But yes, like you said, 17 UTC, don't go anywhere. We will be back in just a few hours to bring you some incredible hype matches to decide which team is going to bring home the World Cup trophy. Thank you so much for joining us, and we shall see you again at 17 UTC for the Map Pool Showcase. Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.